Hello everyone, some of you have requested me to make a video with my thoughts on each Infinity Nikki update. So I thought it would be fun to start a new series, almost like a diary, where I'll make a video at the end of each update, reminiscing and reflecting on the experience overall, on whatever has happened, just a yap sash. So in a way, we can keep track of Infinity Nikki's development, and in the future, maybe a few years later, we can look back at these videos kind of like for a nostalgic feeling, trying to remember what happened each month or double check anything that you don't remember. Okay, so for Danqing Island updates, it was update 1.8 and it released on 30th of July. I know the date by heart because that was my sibling's birthday and that was a very chaotic day for me. Not ideal for an update, especially considering my work with YouTube content creation. It was quite messy. I had to, cook, do lots of stuff, and also, the usual wake up 3 a.m. to record the videos before my sibling would wake up so I could, make cake, make everything. It was so chaotic. Like, it was not a great update day for me personally. But I remember that when I finally opened the game, it was like around 4 a.m. because that's when the server opened in the UK. I opened the game and you start that quest at the seal stores and it takes you to the raft area. And the only thing that you see there is the bamboo trees, a little bit of the river and the raft, and you walk up to it and you can hop on the raft and swim, boat. I don't know the verb for that, but anyways, you can go towards the direction of the island. And that was already such a amazing first impression, in my personal opinion. Like, I already love that kind of unique looking map. I'm already the kind of person who gets really excited about having a new map to explore, especially if the map looks something different than what I'm used to. And obviously, Danqing Island looks super different with all of the cherry blossoms, bamboo trees, the red trees. Like, it has a little bit of everything and it looks so gorgeous. Swimming with the raft towards the entrance of the island was so relaxing, and I feel like it was an amazing introduction to the update because it already set the tone, being a very calm, very chill update, especially after so much chaos over the most recent updates before Danqing Island. So it was already very relaxing to be at the raft, love the raft mechanic, and then you drop down that like big white tree and you get the Danqing ability outfit, and that's how you get the whole like painting objects that are not solid anymore. Then as I was making the videos, I got to test the dragon ability outfit at my sister's account, and flying with the dragon, just like the raft, was an extremely relaxing experience. I thought the flying with the dragon was amazing, especially if you go into the ability setup and you activate the height controls, so you can fully customize how you want to fly, like up and down, left and right, and it's so easy, especially on computer. It's so intuitive, very pretty. I like how they gave a little flavor there for the dragon to just kind of like give a little swirl in the air, and overall very sweet. I wish we had this everywhere in the map. I really hope they put something like that in the future. But yeah, flying with the dragon was definitely one of my top favorite things in this update. Also very impressive first introduction, first impression of the update overall. Then landscape was amazing, and you start exploring, heading towards the little girl yelling, "Artist Nikki, Artist Nikki," and that's when you notice that the blings are making music, just like the blings in Serpentine Ruins or Queen's Philomea Castle. And these areas, when you catch a bling, the bling makes a little sound that fits in with the music that is playing on the background, and I have no words to describe how much I love this. This is such a soft, delicate detail that makes a huge difference, at least for me personally. This is one of the only games that I play on computer that I do not mute. Most video games when I play with my own music playlists on the background and I just do my dailies, do whatever. or like grinding or farming if it's like Stardew or Skyrim, you know, like I usually don't listen to the music as much. I prefer to listen to my own soundtracks from other games usually. But for Infinite Nikki, like I don't need to mute. And with the blings and the little sound effects, everything is so satisfying, with exception of the cat. If I have to put one complaint about the sounds here, is the cat dash. The cat dash kind of drives me mad a little bit because she's constantly like meow meow all the time. Like please, didn't need to be every single time she dashes. But anyways, whatever. The sound effects are still really cute. Love it. I think it adds to the experience a lot. And then we've got some new animals. Although I would love if they had implemented some pandas, especially because they already have a panda model from the panda collab a couple months ago. So I was expecting pandas. I'm a little sad that we didn't have pandas. I'll leave my panda Momo as the panda representation for Danqing Island. I know that Danqing Island is not part of Linglong. Danqing Island is a separate realm from another timeline inside the Sea of Stars, or like slash Wishfield. I guess they are saving the best for Linglong, and I imagine that Linglong will have pandas. We need pandas, right? That's like a must, I think. And I'm also very excited with all of the little quality of life improvements. So if you watch my live streams, you probably already heard me talking about this, but I find amazing how Infinite Nikki is a gacha game that has been out for only 8 months now. And even though I played on the closed betas and all of that, I still find amazing how every single update, they improve a little bit the quality of life on various things. And these are things that other games, like other gacha games, not to name any specific game here, but like other generic gacha games, usually take years to implement such quality of life improvements. And I really love that Infinite Nikki does that so fast. And one of my favorites for this update, for example, was the lookbook improvement. Now you can open up the lookbook, and if you find an outfit that you like, or if you find a friend of yours in your friend list or in the friends tab in the lookbook itself, you can click on their profile now and see all of their uploads to their lookbook. This made such a difference for me, not just because there are certain people who have a very similar style to mine and I want to check their outfits, such as Yuna, shout out here, but also because this allowed me to do even more fun co-op live streams. And now I have the lookbook share live stream where I open viewers' lookbooks and I go through all of their new outfits that they uploaded for everybody to see and get some inspiration, you know? So the lookbook improvement was great. And another improvement that was great for my channel most of all was the immersive mode improvement. So they made it so that the immersive mode actually hides everything, including the co-op, the other players' arrows. Because of that, we can now play hide and seek. So I also started hide and seek live streams with viewers, and it's been so fun. Playing hide and seek in Infinite Nikki was one of the best parts of this update, even though it's not related directly to Danqing Island. It's been so much fun. You guys are getting so good. I can't find anyone anymore. People are getting too good at the hiding. But I'm loving the hide and seek, and it makes me want to have a prop hunt of sorts in Infinite Nikki. You know, like Wind Trace and Genshin Impact, or even like prop hunt games. I would love to have a prop hunt permanent minigame. Kind of like the 5 in a row, but then prop hunt. I would love that we could do like in co-op. That is going to every survey that I write now, from now on until they make one for Infinite Nikki, because that's going to be so much fun. If not, I'll just make my islands into a prop hunt zone for us to play hide and seek, even though we can't change into props. Hopefully we can enter some of the objects and hide inside. Also, one thing that they changed on this update was how they time-gated the events. It reminded me of the first updates, like update 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, where all of the quests were time-gated by quite a lot. And I personally think it's better this way. I know that some people prefer to have everything at once, but in my personal experience with my channel and the comments that I receive, every time we get a lot of content at once, there is a lot more question, like people get a lot more confused, a lot more overwhelmed. They sometimes don't notice that certain things are permanent and others are time limited. So sometimes people can almost miss something that is time limited, and sometimes they will be focusing on something that is permanent, or they don't know what to do first. And I feel like time gated is better. Also, in the occasion where there may be a bug or two with an event or mini game, this way they can easily fix it. They have a couple days to fix it before it becomes a problem or a domino effect where it affects other mini games and quests in the future. So I think this way was better. For me, it was perfect to make videos as well, because then because the update release was quite chaotic for me, at least I had some time. So overall, I was very happy. I think it was the keyword for the whole Danqing Island and the events were relaxing. I think it was extremely relaxing, very cozy, very chill, and it's exactly the kind of energy that I needed to cool down on this awful hot summer that we're going through right now. So that was very, very enjoyable in my opinion. I was also very happy to see that my suspicions about the prisms was correct. So I did say, like, when 1.5 released, a lot of people were concerned and angry about the dye prisms. It's okay. We are probably gonna get tons of events in the future. Probably the maps that can be explored will bring chests with prisms. Like, we'll definitely get prisms again. I was happy to see that that was confirmed. We did get tons of more prisms this update. I went crazy with my prisms, and I've unlocked the entire cat outfits. I went crazy. Of course, the outfits were gorgeous. This update was really hard choices for me personally. I think before the update started, I was quite set on getting the 2 full stars, so the full star from each banner. I really like the full star on the dragon banner above all. I think this is my top favorite outfit in the entire game even. Really love that. I wish I had polls for the evolution. Unfortunately, I don't, but hopefully it will rerun eventually and I can get it. But I was very happy to get the dress and the shoes right away, which were the 2 pieces that I wanted. Which, not to mention, I was extremely lucky in this update. I have been lucky with the Flutterstorm rerun, where I just got the piece that I wanted like right away as well, and I didn't even pull for the full outfit, which was the necklace, I think. And other than that, I've always been quite unlucky with my pulls, but this time was insane. So I think it got around 140 for the first copy of the cat outfit, and 130 for the second, if I'm not wrong. That was insane, like crazy. So that was very lucky pulls overall. I got the pieces that I wanted right away from the dragon banner, and I got the full cat outfit with the evolution. And because of the whole prism situation, I ended up unlocking the color wheel for the dress and the jacket. I know that most of you have watched my video of me pulling for the cat outfit and then showing the final evolution, but I've never gone for evolutions of any outfits in the game. The only 5-star that I have completed, that I have 1 evolution, just a second, was the fairy outfit. And that was like right at the beginning of the game. We got so many pulls on that update. So I have the fairy 2nd color, but that's all. I've never completed another 5-star with outfit with another color. So it went really crazy. I promised myself I was gonna wait, but I was just loving this update so much. I regretted it a little bit, but now I'm fine with it again. It's really cool to have the color wheel, to be completely honest, and you can have like pure black. And I think the cat outfit has very flexible pieces. Not just the nails, but the jacket and the dress itself. They are all quite flexible. I think I can use that for non-Linglang style outfits as well. So it's fine. I think it was fun to go a little crazy, go a little stupid, get everything. And all of the outfits have been so pretty. The Mira crown was super easy as well. I think it was the easiest Mira crowns ever until now, where literally like outfits from the first update could be used for this Mira crown. I really like how they changed the Mira crown to be about having glowed up pieces rather than having a full outfit, because that makes a lot more free-to-play friendly. And yeah, a Mira crown has always been easy. I have never struggled with any Mira crown so far. But this one, I felt like it was definitely super easy. I didn't even need to glow up anything. Maybe because they added the glow up variants, I started glowing up more my outfits and now I have more options to choose from. Maybe that made it easier. And it's just a consequence maybe from having more glow ups. Another thing that is really cool is the new Eurekas. Love the new Eurekas designs as well. I'm very excited to see what the Eurekas, the extra remaining Eurekas are going to match. I imagine that the Rose Heart from the previous update is going to match the next Miracle outfit, because the next Miracle outfit should be sweet, and Rose Heart is sweet and it has tons of roses. So I'm imagining something really pretty, like maybe a Renaissance kind of dress with tons of like roses on it, maybe a tea party kind of dress with roses. I feel like that's what the next Miracle outfit's gonna look like. And then we have the one with the little bell and the one with the book, the green book, which is very Twin Moon. And I think that's gonna match the 2.0 maybe outfit. I don't know. I'm very excited. I'm gonna make a video about the Eurekas later. I haven't done that yet, but when I do, I'll try to remember to pin on the comments down below. Our exploration was super fun. Super easy as well. I didn't even need the interactive map much this time. Usually I need it a lot, especially for Serenity Island has been like hell because of the verticality. Because Danqing Island doesn't have that verticality, it was a lot easier. There was very few deals and some chests that I missed here and there, but nothing big. I still have stuff to explore and I still have stuff to collect. But I think overall the exploration was quite fun and easy at the same time. We also got new rare pieces chests. I love the outfit that they gave us. I do hope that we get more though. Like next region that they release, I would appreciate not just one outfit from the rare pieces, but like 2 or 3. You know, 2 or 3 outfits per region would be perfect, I think. Even if it doesn't have like 6 pieces, it could be just like 3 or 4 pieces, but just having like 3 or 2, just 2 outfits per region would be great for the chests. It makes the chests more exciting and the exploration more exciting as well. I also love the wing fragrances. We've got this super free, super cool dash. My goodness, I love that dash so much. I regretted pulling for the cat because of the dash, because you don't even need the cat outfit if you have Timeless Melody, because you can just use the wing fragrance dash, and I love that so much. Some people do struggle with it with the umbrella. I guess on mobile must be hard, but on computer, like if you play on computer like me and you didn't get the cat outfit, please go grab the wing fragrance. I have a guide for that. I'll link down below as well. Literally best dash ever. It's so useful. You can use with the mermaid ability as well to swim super fast. Honestly, look, best wing fragrance ever. I hope they keep adding more creative wing fragrances like this. It makes me very excited for the future of the wing fragrances and purification ability outfit customization. They also promised us that we'll have the ability to change the color of the attacks, but that will be linked to the lore. That will have like lore reasons for it. They seem to do that a lot in Infinite Nikki. I feel like the devs of this game really like to give lore reasons for everything. Every design decision needs to make sense for them. I don't think that that's necessary. Like it's good to have, but it's not necessary all the time because it's just a video game, you know. But I understand what the thought process is going there behind their design decisions. Okay, for the story, speaking of that, you know, I love the events story more than the main story. I know that this is an unpopular opinion and that a lot of people like the main story. I personally think that the main story is a little bit like, what can I say? Like it's a little too light. You know, it's a little bit childish for me. I've always had that feeling ever since update 1.0. I've been saying that on my live streams that I don't really care that much about the main story so far. I am excited to see where the story takes Nikki moving forwards, but I feel like the events give a really good preview of how much darker and much more interesting this story will get moving forwards. So first, spoiler alert, if you haven't finished the Danqing Island story, just before, you know, skip a minute or so. Now that we finished the Danqing Island story, we know that Nikki has this unbelievable power to create a whole world. She is like, with each event that we do, all of them, like St. Philomena Castle, the Serpentine Ruins, Luluco and Barnaby, all of these events have been giving really important clues that feed into the main story, which I have mixed feelings about that because I feel like in a gacha game, events should not have such crucial information about the main story. I feel like the event should be like just a little spin-off that is not really connected to the main story, so you can skip it, you know, if you can't play that event. But that's not how Infinite Nikki is doing. They are doing really important lore in each and every event. Every event, like, you cannot miss it if you want to understand the full story, because they are giving so much context on the world, like Mira Land, on Nikki's powers, and on how everything is happening with, you know, like Luluko and Barnaby had so much about the coma incident from the main story on Update 1.0. Pink Philomia has so much about the Mira Land backstory and what will probably be Chichia's capital city, and also the new queen. And you know, like, they have so much crucial information on these events that is just sprinkled throughout, and you need to really pay attention a lot, which I don't know, I think it's cool that we have a lot of lore, but I also think it's bad for people who can't play every event. But I'll try to do a recap, like a lore recap video before the update 2.0, just to kind of like remind everyone of everything that has happened so far, which is like that's kind of like a problem that you have with games like this, right? That are constantly updating forever and ever. But anyways, I digress. The Danqing Island story was perfect. Great. Love the characters, Miss Bai, we love you. And I love the Ink realm situation, like having another realm to explore, and for the store, for the lore reasons, was so cool. Very creative idea. Love the concept. What I really find interesting, though, again, another little spoiler, is that Nikki has this mysterious power to create worlds. So to me personally, it feels like Nikki is this goddess. She's almost like a goddess. She has these mysterious powers that are not explained. We do not know how she has that. Everything we know about Nikki is that she's from another world. She has a very curious companion that we also don't know much about. And she has like these incredible powers in every single universe, every single timeline. That makes me wonder, why are they presenting this right now in this way? Is this like a setup for the continuation of the main story on the 2.0? Or potentially this could be a setup for the house and island as well. So we are getting the house and the islands on update 1.9, which is like in 1 week. And I think that they may want to give, again, they like to give lore reasons for everything, right? So they like to have a proper story reason behind their design decisions. So I think maybe they're gonna say that, you know, remember how Nikki can create entire worlds? So now that she's got this power, she can create a whole island for herself to live in, you know? Maybe the artist Nikki power will kind of like bleed in through our Nikki a little bit, and she'll get some of those artist Nikki powers to create her home and islands, maybe. Maybe we'll access that through the Sea of Stars. And everything that has happened so far, like 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 8, has been a setup for the Sea of Stars to be this, almost like a hallway. I see the Sea of Stars now like a hallway of many doors to many different universes, many different timelines, many different worlds. I think that's quite an interesting setup, because that allows them to release multiple regions from multiple different nations if they want to. So for example, if we want to visit Whale Space Station, we don't need to wait until the until the 7th year of Infinite Nikki. They could very well release a little bit of the space station today, because you can just access it through the Sea of Stars, and it's just like a random region from that nation, you know, just for visiting and exploring and having something new. So I think this allows, it's inside the lore, it makes sense inside the game, but still allows them to do like whatever they want at any time, and it doesn't have that weird feeling of things don't match like we have, for example, in Genshin, where Natlan has like these motorbikes from 500 years ago that makes no sense with the current technology. They said that Fontaine was the most technological region, and then it's not, you know, like that kind of like breaks their own story. At least in Infinite Nikki, we have full freedom here, and they can do anything. And that's exciting because we get surprised with the new things that they're gonna do, right? So I love the setup. I think it's interesting. I can't wait to see what else they're gonna do with it. Overall, love the story. Overall, love the event. Overall, love the new region. Like, basically a 10 out of 10. That was the best update so far. There were some caveats, like the creepy kids singing really weird music. It makes me feel like I'm in a horror game. What are that children? Why are they there? Why they sing that way? It's so loud as well. It's so funny. But it was very fun to have some new, new items, new things to collect, new world to explore. And lastly, before we end my kind of like recap of the update 1.0, is this week, these past few days, we had so many previews of the house, and it's only building up more and more. So I'm going to make a video, probably tomorrow I'll post it. I have the script ready. I just need to record a video with every single bit of information about the house and the island, because they already shared so much, and I keep getting comments asking the same things. Like people, I think because they shared information, like a little bit of information 6 months ago, and then a little bit 2 months ago, and then a little bit 1 month ago, and then they share like a little bit on Twitter, and then a little bit on YouTube, and then a little bit on a random Bilibili post. I think because they do this also sprinkled, I'm gonna collect all of the information that we have about the house and the islands, and I'm gonna make a single summary. I have tons of videos about the house already that you can watch if you want, but I'm gonna summarize everything that we know, everything that is confirmed, and everything that is not confirmed yet that we are waiting for them to answer. And I'll make a house video for tomorrow probably. But yeah, I'm very excited about the house, as you guys probably already know by now. I think there will be a little bit of a shift on my YouTube channel where I'll be making house build videos all the time now. If you like to watch live streams as well, I'll be doing build request live streams. So you can come up to my live stream and say like, oh, please build a, like, I don't know, like a Kiki's bakery for me, and then I'll just make a little bakery and create the code for you to use that template on your island as well. If you want, I can make a build for you guys. So I'm gonna be I'm gonna be living my best life. My gameplay hours are going to increase in a dangerous way. Well, I need help, honestly, send help. I'm very excited about the house, and the Danqing Island update was a great introduction, like a great pre-update, because it gave me more confidence that they know what they are doing again, So very happy with Danqing Island. 10 out of 10, best update so far. Really, really good, and very excited about the house. And I would love to hear your thoughts on the update. So if you want to share what you think, how did you feel? Was the experience good? And are you excited about the house? Like, what are your thoughts about 1.8? I would love to hear about the story. I will read every single comment. So yeah, please let me know down below. And thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next one.
Ryan Little.